Welcome to Good Life Nigeria TV. Tony Okocha reacts to Federal High Court declaring Governor Fubara 800 billion naira budget for the 2024. I will let you guys watch the rest of the video and tell me what the thoughts are.
That is not properly constituted, and I had said that it amounted to placing something on nothing. Now, the arguments adduced by the Federal High Court judge are sound in law. They are sound. But I'm almost going to advocate that common sense should be included as one of the sources of law, because it is commonsensical that in a house that you have 31 members, you cannot possibly go to present a budget. Budget is about the estimate to run a state to only 4 members when the other ones are alive, because you want to play politics. First is that, again, is this fact that what constitutes an assembly is not the building. It is the human being, the assembly members elected. And for an assembly to sit and be seen to be properly, they must have 1/3 of the members sitting and meeting. And 1/3 of 31, conservatively, is 10. So even discussing with 4 members of the assembly and submitting to them or presenting to them a document as all important and as crucial as the budget is criminal in the first place. Okay, so the judge was right. In fact, like I said, it's commonsensical that you can't do a thing like that. Rivers State has 32 state constituencies. We have lost one to death. May God may so rest in peace. Okay, now we have 31 active assembly members. Now it meant that if you presented a budget to 4, you just presented a budget to 4 state constituencies out of 32. It's an absurd, it's an abnormal, it's an aberration completely. I make bold to say that I was in that meeting, and out of the 7 or thereabout of those who signed that document, you will find my signature, my name, my signature, and my designation. And those signatures were obtained on the table that the Mr. President sat, and in fact he was presiding over the meeting without even a pressman. And so first is that I've said again, and I need to say times and again, the environment was very congenial. It was very serene. There was no duress. There was no undue influence. There's no pressure from anybody. And so we sat there as a family, and the president addressed Rivers people as a family. And he said to Rivers people that, look, that he fought hard, or Nigerians fought hard to sustain democracy, to maintain and keep democracy, that he would do his best as president to ensure that nothing happens to democracy under his watch. After all the counseling and all of those, very calmly, no policeman, no security man, not even his orderly, not even a pressman, just like him carry camera. He said no, that after this event, he was going to be the one to send the paper to the press. And that's happened. What happened? Now, in the 8-point proclamation document is one of these. It's one of the indices that should represent the budget to the assembly, properly constituted under Right Honorable Martin's amendment. And it was part of it. And like I said, the governor signed willy-nilly. He signed. I was going to do it. But what we are seeing now is the fact that people are now cherry-picking, or the governor is about to cherry-pick, because there are other persons who anchor around him, okay, to say to him, oh, this is an overkill. Oh, why this? I mean, even when the governor has said that those 8-point issues contained in that proclamation, that they are not death sentences. And for crying out loud, we all have at least have, even if we're not lawyers, we'll have ample knowledge of the law. Proclamation has a force of law. And I can tell you in many cases, first is that it takes the governor to proclaim the house before an assembly is deemed to be on. You agree? It takes the president to proclaim a matter, a decision, especially when the peace is becoming fragile, or when there is about to be a breakdown of law and order. Okay, and in situations like that, the law is jettisoned because it is within the power of the president, who is the general, the GCFR, to ensure that there is peace and decorum within this area. So if the governor has a right to proclaim and the house is in place, the president has a right to proclaim in a state of emergency. Rivers State was drifting into emergency. I'm sure Rivers people are aware. It is for that reason too that the president didn't even so moto. He didn't on his own take on the assignment of calling Rivers people. No. His office was inundated with calls from Rivers people, even people from outside Rivers State, saying, look, oh, peace in Rivers State is fragile. And it's like, he said he's sitting on a time bomb, okay? He's sitting on a keg of gunpowder that can explode anytime. So the president intervenes. Now, the assembly people who, the matters, all these matters that have been in court before the president's intervention and all that. And the president had also said, withdraw all the cases. All right? But what I'm thinking is that this one had been exhausted, date for judgment has been given. But if you ask me to, as a party, I'll speak to you now as a party, as the chairman of a political party, with the assembly members, okay, defecting to us as APC members. I tell you that we started smelling a dead rat in the way the governor was going and people who are flanking him. And I have mentioned to him that those who are flanking you are not your friends. They are singing Hallelujah cross for you. When the chiefs are down, when the chicken goes home to roost, they will compose their requiem. And that's what is happening. So they're telling the governor, no, he cannot represent this. And somebody, I'm sure you heard that somebody had gone to court under the cover of some people that call themselves elders. Okay? Yes, somebody, one senior advocate, Ajolo, had been contracted to go to court to challenge the governor, okay, or to stop the governor from representing the budget, even when it is part of what we resolve before Mr. President. So it's some smack of uncertainty. And so I think what the law did today is to put a hammer on it. If the matter is appealed, I won't be shocked, I won't be surprised. Because the people must exhaust all legal avenues and means. It could be appealed, and whatever comes out of it could also be appealed to the Supreme Court, where we're told it is the finality of it all. So let's see how it goes. But I have said to you that commonsensically, you and I agree, or will agree, that there is no reason for 24 being higher and above 27. Are you reminding us of 2013 when 16 was to be greater than 19? Remember Nigerian Governors Forum election, where Mechi scored 19 votes, then my boss, and then Jang scored 16, and the president wanted to enforce 16 over 19. Is that what the area we're going to again in our political?
Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to Good Life Niger TV to get more videos like this in the future. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm out.